Welcome back to Debatable, ladies and gentlemen. It's the show where we get together and pick the definitive top 10 list, whether that be movie monsters or today's topic, which I have been told is top 10 Disney original channel movies. Disney Channel original movies. Or as Joey calls it, DCOMs.
DCOMs. Mm-hmm.
That's what I've been told. So we don't have that over in Barcelona, where I just came from.
Of course.
That's in Spain, ladies and gentlemen. They don't have Disney over there. They call it Disney, which is crazy.
Makes
a little
sense.
Enye over there.
Have Disney.
What's that?
They just call it different names.
That's right, Kevin. They do have Disney Channel original movies over worldwide, and we're very, very excited to have two contestants here who are. Oh, where the hell did they go? Where did they go? Snuck away at me.
Oh.
We're very excited to have two contestants here, ladies and gentlemen, who are, I would say, probably the foremost authority on Disney original channel movies. Disney Channel original movies.
Yeah.
Gentlemen, please introduce yourselves, starting with you in this beautiful blue crushed velvet blazer.
My name is Jonathan Dornbush. You may know me from such hit shows as Beyond on IGN. Beyond. Thank you, Barrett. Thank you. Beyond. And also the IGN news channels where I talk about Kingdom Hearts incessantly.
There you go.
He's the right man for the job here.
Yeah, I try.
And you, sir, in this jacket that I have to imagine you stole from B. Arthur.
I'm Tim Gettys, a.k.a. Mr. 30 Under 30, a.k.a. the second best blue eyes in San Francisco, a.k.a. the verified one, a.k.a. extremely happy to be here with you today.
Me too.
And I,
Doing this topic. We've lived our lives correctly, that somehow we're on a hit internet show, the #1 internet show, hosted by Johnny Ace.
Technically, this is the #2 internet show. KFAF yesterday is the best show on the internet.
Okay.
And I'm sorry, Tim, what did you just call me? Because I believe my official title now is the champ.
Great.
Kevin, if you could give me the one, I don't want to blind people in the audience. If you're driving, ladies and gentlemen, look away.
Shiny.
Look away, because it's so shiny. And if you're wondering how I got this belt back, watch KFAF. It's over on youtube.com/kindafunny.
Just tell us.
No, I'm not going to tell you.
Nick and Andy do such a great job.
We
with
do
that
a
show.
great job. They do do a great job.
They do a great job.
I say we like we're a family.
Got it.
Because I feel like I'm part of the family now. I get invited to the
sense.
barbecues and whatnot. Of course, ladies and gentlemen, we are not the only people who make this show happen. You out there have an opportunity to be a part of the show as well if you want to go over to patreon.com/kindafunny and back us at the bronze tier. But we're going to get to that a little bit later. Of course, this episode of Debatable is brought to you by Quip and MeUndies. We'll talk about those a little later too. I'm willing to bet with my clairvoyant power that someone in a 4-foot radius of me is wearing MeUndies right now. Would I be correct?
You're correct.
I am correct,
It's
ladies
true.
and
Are you
gentlemen.
wearing them?
No, I'm not.
No.
But I do use Quip.
The ace
Hey.
is always correct. All right, before we get into round one, I want to give a quick shout out to our Patreon producers, Trevor Starkey, David Mentel, Panzer, or Panzer G2, depending on how you spell it, Jeremy Goldman, Drew Ernie, Kurosh, Joe Zavi, and James Davis. You guys are all awesome. Thank you so much for your support. Of course, a quick reminder, you guys helped fund a world tour, and we're coming to a neighborhood near you, or by near you, I mean near us, because we're going to San Francisco, February 17th for a meet and greet, 3 p.m. to 6 p.m., Triple Voodoo Lounge, and then after that, I hear Nick Scarpino has some sort of comedy show at Cobb's that maybe everyone will come to and heckle the shit out of him at.
Funny guy.
I won't, because, of course, the ace doesn't need to heckle. The ace of base is already the best.
Congratulations on the win.
Thank you very much. I did absolutely
win.
nothing
Yes.
to a win is a strong word for
I
that.
don't know what's happened.
Well, you know what? Well, we're gonna sit you down.
Just trying to be nice.
We're gonna sit you down after this episode, and we're gonna watch. We're gonna make you watch all 58 minutes of
I'd
yesterday's
expect
show
nothing less.
because you have nothing better to do. You don't
No,
have a real
no,
job
no.
or anything like that.
No.
Is it weird passing Fran in the hallways in the hallowed halls, the kind of funny vids
Yeah,
studio?
a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah?
Normally, I'm used to hearing why we shouldn't publish a video or
Yeah.
something. But
Well, I'll tell you what. Right
Exactly.
now, he's so
Yeah.
much more free now.
Oh yeah.
I love him very
the
much.
spirit, the shoulders are more relaxed.
Well, not that much more
No,
relaxed,
sure, yeah.
if you know what I mean. All right, here's how it's
don't.
going to be, ladies and gentlemen. In the past, I have randomly picked people to go first. Spoilers, it's probably still going to be Dornbush, but I have a little game for you guys
Oh,
today.
great. Here we go.
To figure out
games
who-
within games here.
Here we go. Here we go. Pick a card, any
Debatable.
card. Don't show it to me. Don't show it to me. Don't show it to me. Okay? If I guess your card, you get to go first.
Wow.
You have an ace. Show it to the camera.
It is not an ace.
Okay.
No.
You have an ace.
No.
Okay, John gets to go first. There you go.
That works
Dornbush
out.
gets to go first.
Yeah,
There it is.
thank you.
There it is. As the visiting
I was
team.
feeling good there, though.
Yeah,
Man.
no, you had it. You're in the winning spirit, and that's all that matters. Ladies and gentlemen, of course, the idea here is simple. Each one of these contestants has 5 picks that they're going to argue the S-H-I-T out of. And then at the end of the day, I will pick which one I think is the most relevant argument and put it on the list accordingly. Of course, last week we did top 10 movie monsters. That was riveting. I expect nothing less from these two gentlemen right now.
Competitors.
Dornbush, you go first. What's your
Thank
first
you.
pick?
I have a lot of picks that I feel like we're going to overlap a bit.
All right, well, that's the whole point of the show.
You
gotta
get to the good ones
Oh, yeah.
first.
That's what my hope is. So I'm going to go for, I think, one that it's hard to deny is one of the best DCOMs ever made.
Yeah.
And still is. A little thing called Smart House.
Okay.
Oh, fuck.
Now, for
You
those,
got me here.
For those who don't know Smart House, it's probably perhaps one of the most prescient films of the DCOM cinematic universe, if you will. Obviously, technology has taken over our lives in such a way that this film kind of predicted so many years ago. Essentially, for those who may not know, a boy wins a contest for a futuristic house that essentially has an AI that controls everything. It's super futuristic, super cool for what was 1999. Cool at the time. And he decides to reprogram that house because unfortunately he's lost his mother. And his father's dating. He doesn't love his father dating, so he reprograms the AI to be a maternal figure.
Sounds great.
That maternal figure, I would assume, only knowing you for these 5 minutes, does play to your sexual proclivities, is Katie Seagal.
Listen, the ace doesn't discriminate when it comes to
No?
moms.
Gotcha.
No. If a mom wants the ace, she's gonna have it.
It's fair. I feel like Katie Seagal and you would get along
Oh,
quite
Katie
well.
Seagal.
Yeah.
We'd party.
So Katie Seagal becomes the mother figure in Smart House, but things go awry as she sort of is a trope on classic mother figures in 50 sitcoms and such. And things go nuts in the house, and it's up to the kids to prevent her from taking over their lives completely and essentially destroying them and keeping them captive. in
Very
this
similar
house.
to Nick Scarpino's Italian upbringing, where his mom tried to make him so fat that women would not love him. Tim, rebuttal.
Before I get to that, I just want to say, Smart House, excellent choice.
Thank you.
So much. You brought up the point that it is what we thought of the future, but I just want to let you know right now that it is actually the present, that we are living in the Smart House. This is a scene from Smart House where there's little girls jumping on the bed with this music video playing on a giant video wall. We can make this happen, ladies and gentlemen. We're making dreams come true here. Now you can stop it. Now
Please don't stop it. Please don't. I love that song.
My rebuttal is a little movie called Johnny Tsunami. Yeah, I'm
Was
going
not
straight
expecting
there.
that.
I'm
Wow.
going straight
Oh,
there.
man.
Smart House, I was like, that's a good one. How am
This
I
is a
going to
tough
beat it?
one.
There's only one thing that can beat it, and that is Johnny Tsunami, sir. Nick, do you know the story of Johnny Tsunami? It's John the Ace.
Yes.
Johnny
There you
Tsunami.
go.
You get along with this, Mr. Tsunami.
I'll tell you
very
this
well.
right now, you can stop. You're number one on the list because you picked something that had Johnny in it.
It's
I
fantastic.
can
There it is
give
right
a
there.
rebuttal to that.
We're dealing with this
I'll
surfer,
wait.
okay? We're dealing with this surfer kid. He lives in Hawaii. It's all that he knows. He has this dad. Who's the dad? The dad from Karate Kid 2. Who's the grandpa? Shang Tsung from Mortal Kombat. All right? This kid, bad things happen. His family moves to Vermont. He has to become a snowboarder.
Oh, okay.
Then he immediately realizes that there is a class distinction going on between the rich kids and the kids that just want to snowboard, aka the skiers and the snowboarders, aka the skies and the urchins. Okay,
The age-old tale.
The age-old tale.
David versus Goliath.
he has his friends. Jet Jackson's his friend. Xenon's
Rest
his
in
friend. Rest in peace. This is definitely one of those movies that's like, hey, we have a whole bunch of stars from these movies. It was kind of the Avengers
Yeah.
of DCOMs
makes
at the
sense.
time.
Oof,
At
the
the end,
soundness.
though, it ends with a climactic battle down the slopes. Skier versus snowboarder. What's it for? The family medal. The family crest that Johnny Capahala himself won decades before. Did Johnny Tsunami win? Of course he did, because he's Johnny Tsunami. I rest my case.
All right, before I put these two amazing titles up on the list, I have a follow-up question for you. Is Johnny Tsunami in any way, shape, or form related to surf ninjas?
If you believe, you know what I mean? There's a deep lore with the cinematic universes of the Disney Channel original
That's fair.
movies.
That's fair. Ladies and gentlemen, I hate to do it. Johnny Tsunami goes at number 1, Smart House number 2 right now. Let's put that in there. Now, it's okay, gentlemen. Of course, points are awarded to the top 5 here. So you want to make sure you get yours in the top 5. There's plenty of game left. Tim, because Dornbush went first, you go next on the next one.
Ooh, man. Okay. You know what? I am gonna go. I want to hit you where it hurts.
I know you're going to do it.
I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. Xenon, girl of the 21st century, arguably the most popular Disney Channel original movie. It's definitely the one that, when you say Disney Channel original movie, people think Xenon. They think the outfits. They think Protozoa. They think the song. Zoom, 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 make my heart go boom, boom, my supernova girl. We know all about this. Was Raven Simone in this movie? Was she the best friend? Yes, Johnny. Yes, she was.
Oh, I love Raven Simone.
Yeah.
Fun fact, I saw her in Beverly Hills one time when I was hanging out with my Italian relatives, and they were like, you should go talk to her. I'm like, I don't know her. So we're going to let her be, we'll just look at her from afar. That's what it's going to do.
What this movie did best, more so than I feel any other Disney Channel original movie did, is it had catchphrases that people used for decades. Still do. It had a hit song. It had a pop song in it. And also, it had great set design. It created a whole world on this space station that I believed in. I wanted to live on this space station.
Would you believe that I've seen this movie multiple times?
No.
I have not. I have not seen this movie at all. I don't know what you're talking about. You keep saying Xenon, and I think it's a light bulb.
One of the only Disney Channel original movies to get sequels. In fact, it got 2. Rivaled only by Halloweentown.
All right.
But we don't talk about Halloweentown High, so.
We don't.
That's fair.
So really only 2 sequels happened.
Now, I'm gonna take a break here because Joey Noel just walked in. Joey, do you know all of the movies listed so far?
I do.
How am I looking on the list here? I've got Johnny Tsunami to Tsunami at first and Smart House at number 2. How's that looking?
You know, Johnny Tsunami has a large fan base.
Okay.
I am partial to Smart House over, but this
Yes.
But this is a list that I feel like a lot of people respect.
It's a battle of the titans here, because I gotta be Smart House.
Yeah.
Classic.
Oh, no.
Classic.
No one went for, like, Twitches 2
Yeah.
as their number
Was there a
one.
Twitches 2?
There was a Twitches,
1 and 2
comma,
pick.
TOO.
Twitches.
If
All
I
right.
may, I didn't mention about Smart House earlier. Directed by LeVar Burton.
You know what, Smart House? We're done with the Smart House
just saying,
conversation.
just saying.
We're done with the Smart House. If it's
Oh.
not
Alright,
Star
fine.
Trek: The Next Generation or Reading Rainbow, nobody cares about LeVar Burton.
Yeah.
Or that episode of
You understand
Community, where you can't disappoint a
I
picture.
haven't seen that.
Fair
I
enough.
haven't seen
amazing.
that, but I
That's
do want to hang
amazing.
out. One of my all-time goals in life, I've hung out with princes. I've hung out with Prince. I've hung out with Madonna and Prince at the same time. Great night. Never hung out with LeVar Burton.
Me and Nick hung out with LeVar Burton at E3 one time.
We saw him, and you went and said hello, and Nick was too scared. True story. Dornbush, what's your number 4 pick? Or no, your second pick, right?
My second pick would be, man.
Not get ahead of myself, but Tim did make an amazing argument for Xenon Warrior Princess.
I'm going to have to go with a little movie, then I'm going to take a left turn. I was going to do something else. I'll do Cadet Kelly.
Oh.
So, Cadet Kelly stars perhaps one of the biggest Disney Channel in general stars of all time.
2 of them.
2 of them, Hilary Duff and Christy Carlson Romano.
Love Hilary Duff.
Yes.
Love Hilary Duff.
These were perhaps
you
star-making
had my
turns.
curiosity, now you have my attention, sir.
Star-making turns for both of them, proving that at a time, obviously, you know, gender norms as they are in the military and such, they were
Naturally.
proving you didn't just have to be a dude in the military. You could be a strong, independent woman and make it ahead where it counts in the wars.
And that's
I think largely
very
that's about
reflective.
it. And it
of
ended in a
just
dance battle.
watched
Yes.
a great Hulu documentary about RBG, and that was one of the suits that she brought to the Supreme Court for VMI, which is Virginia Military Institute. Very fascinating stuff. Right now, here's where we're gonna go. Not only are you coming in at number 3 for that pick, with Xenon coming in at number 4, but you have the first choice of the Aces Goldfish.
Oh, thank
so.
you. Ooh, I'm going to go
Breakfast
for
of Champions.
red.
Breakfast of Champions.
Right?
Fantastic.
Good fish.
you.
Quality
All
fish.
right.
Good fish.
As soon as
Cadet
Barrett-
Kelly also featuring Sean Ashmore, a.k.a.
Oh, yeah.
Iceman.
Yeah.
Oh, I like Sean
And
Ashmore.
Jake from Animorphs.
Hilary Duff is just a pleasant human being.
And she led that movie, man. I feel
yeah.
like that was one of the first movies to really like focus on a character so hard, where she had a great supporting cast, but she was
She was a
it,
star,
man.
and she like twirled that gun at the end.
Yeah.
Really well. There was
Yeah,
the
man.
ribbons, all of it.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are halfway through round 1, and here's where we are ranking for the audio listeners out there. Johnny Tsunami, number 1, that's Tim's pick. Smart House, that's Jay Bush's pick. Cadet Kelly, also Jonathan Dornbush's pick. And rounding out number 4, Xenon Girl of the 21st Century, that's Tim. It's 2-2, and we are going into what I call the back 9 of the first round.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
I mean, there are 6 left, but
There's a lot.
Yeah.
I don't know how math works. The
That's
ace
fine.
doesn't.
Don't
The ace doesn't worry about math. He was
Gotcha.
more like a literature major,
Sure.
if you know what I mean. And by literature, he meant film. All right, Dornbush, what's your next pick?
My next pick would be, I think, it's only been left out. It's been omitted so far, if only because there are so many great picks, but I have to go with Brink.
No! You can't fight me with Brink!
I knew I would fight with
It's a
Brink.
low blow!
Because anyone who chooses something above Brink is incorrect.
It's wrong!
So see, as a
wanna hug
lifelong
it.
member of Team Pup and Suds.
Yeah.
Suds,
Team
baby.
Pup and Suds.
Yeah.
This perhaps is the progenitor to the Fast and Furious franchise.
Yeah.
I think this is what a lot of us who fell in love with the Toretto family first fell in love with before
Hit
them.
me where it hurts.
Sorry, Tim.
This is unprecedented. I want to say in the 2 episodes of Debatable, that 1.5 episodes of Debatable that I have hosted, because I've never seen 2 people have very similar lists and try to beat each other to the good picks.
Yeah.
And I, for one, I don't know how you feel out there, ladies and gentlemen. I'm enjoying this.
I'm enjoying it too.
Mostly because it's
Even
pissing
though
Tim
it's
off,
the-
and
yeah,
I
which
really
is-
respect that.
I live for that.
Sorry, continue.
No, as a story of, the 90s were full of nothing but extreme sports. And this is perhaps, the DCOM catalog has a lot of extreme
It got me to
sports.
rollerblade, I'll tell you that right
Yeah.
now. The Ace used to rollerblade a lot. Downhill and uphill.
This taught us about
Never
the-
straight, though.
No, never just
Too
on
easy,
a...
it's too
Sure,
easy.
that's
No,
fair.
it's too easy.
Did you ever do a half pipe?
Oh, no, God, no, that's
No.
really dangerous.
That makes sense.
Yeah, no,
I fell once on a half pipe.
Yeah, I know. Did you break something?
No.
Well,
I
you're
scarred
made of
a
steel.
little bit. but
Made of steel.
That's about it.
That's why they hired you to
Got a
again.
pebble in my elbow.
Do they call you the Man of Steel?
They do.
Cool.
And the Boy Wonder of News.
Oh.
I have a lot of nicknames.
thought-
Anyway, so Brink tells the story of inline skaters and whether you skate for the love of the sport or for the love of money. And really, I think that's something we can all relate to, whether we inline skate, whether we are extreme skateboarders, whether we are extreme wheelie men and women. This is all about really finding your passion and finding what you want to be about in life. And whether it's about the love of what you do or the love of money. And sure, we all like money, but the friends we make along the way are the most important part.
Those friends like
You're making a
Gabriella,
lot
man. That
of strong
scene,
points.
Oh, yeah.
it hits you.
It does,
You know,
every
I
time.
still like cringe when I see her fall in my mind when I think about it.
The like final, skate off is such a like momentous moment that I was watching
Skate
a couple
better.
clips. It still like holds up.
Chills.
It's still an
Chills,
amazing,
baby. Also,
amazing action.
Best bad
sequence.
guy of all time.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Val is the Thanos of
That's
the
fair,
Disney
yeah.
Channel original movie pantheon.
Also, while I was researching it, Eric Von Detten, the star, is actually the voice of Sid in Toy Story.
Yes, he is.
Yeah.
He also
He has
a
range.
heartthrob of the 90s.
Yes, who
For
could
men and women all over.
I love the camaraderie that this movie has brought between the 2 of you. I mean, before we walked in, you guys wouldn't even make eye contact,
Yeah.
and now you're finding what we like to call in the political system common ground. You're meeting in the middle.
Also, the Black Ranger was in it.
Oh yeah.
The original Black
right,
Ranger
yeah.
was just one of the friends.
Yeah.
Tim,
Yeah.
what is your next Disney Channel original movie? Or
Took it from you.
DCOM, as I call them.
Okay.
No one calls him that.
DCOMs. Makes
Here-
it sound more militant.
Here is the thing. There's absolutely no way I can beat Brink.
It's true.
Oh, I agree. Brink's going on number 1, but I
just
want to
gonna
give you the
try-
chance for the sake of the
I
audience.
need to try to get on the list. I need
Yeah.
to try to get
You
in
got to
that
try to
top
get
5.
something above Cadet Kelly or above. Yeah, but you need to get. That's the problem, though, is if you get above yourself, you're just knocking yourself down here. So let's see what happens.
Let's see what happens.
What's your next?
I'm
What's your
throwing
next
it
pick
out
here?
there.
Give it
The
to me.
big gun itself, Halloweentown. Okay? Halloweentown,
yeah.
one of the greatest movies, one of the most rewatchable Disney
Yes.
Channel original movies.
Oh, yeah.
My brother Cool Greg, he watches it every year religiously, not just on Halloween, just in general.
Just every few weeks.
I have 2 words for you, Nick.
Yeah.
The grandma,
Who?
the main witch. Sorry, Johnny. The main grandma. You guys just look so similar. And the goldfish.
both
is
fucking
next.
great looking.
He's way better.
You want to get a little goldfish action?
2 words.
No,
Debbie Reynolds.
Oh, wow.
All right? Amazing.
I'm a little bit country.
In a movie, a Disney Channel original movies, not known for their acting, not known for much really, except for quality storytelling.
Yeah.
But this woman puts her all into every scene she's in, and she acts as if this is the most important role she's ever had, because that's the only way she knows how. And she is the matriarch of this family. Her daughter doesn't want to be a witch, tries to hide the world of Halloween from her granddaughters, of her mother. And they on Halloween one day,
genealogy
Marnie's
lesson.
this cool girl, and she's just like, you know what? I love Halloween. Screw this, we're going to Halloweentown. She takes her sister. There's a cab driver that's a skeleton. That's super dope. But then there's this bad guy, Caliban, and he's like, Calabar. He's starting a lot of Caliban's from the X-Men.
Yeah.
He's like
Caliban has
starting
not
a lot
found
of
you.
shit.
Caliban doesn't know you.
He's trying to take over the real world. That's bad. You don't
Caliban
want
has
that.
an Olivia Munn behind him. She won't say anything for 4 more scenes. Caliban likes you.
He'd be lucky to get 4 scenes in one of those movies.
That's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair. I mean, technically. Anyway.
Halloweentown.
Here we go.
amazing.
So Halloweentown versus
Again,
Brink.
one of the only movies to get a plethora of sequels.
True.
No.
Debbie Reynolds is probably the best actress to ever appear in a DCOM. Actress or
Period.
actor at all. Yes.
Yep.
Now, the Ace has faced a lot of hard decisions during his tenure as the storied host of Debatable and champion of Kind of Funny World Championship. This is an easy choice, though, based on how much you guys agreed about Brink. Now, I have a feeling that was going to be Tim's trump card, and you stole it out from underneath him. And for that, sir, you get a lot of points. The Brink's going at number 1.
Yes.
Now, Tim.
Yes.
Didn't paint a great picture of Halloweentown for me, but you're playing to the Ace's strengths right now. The Ace loves Halloween, and you also said the word Big Guns, which is an AC/DC song. And you know the Ace loves AC/DC. So we are going to put, we're going to put Halloweentown at lucky number 3. That's where that's going to go. We're going to put that in the top 5. We're going to put that in there. We're going to push down Cadet Kelly, because I don't like the sound of that. And Xenon Warrior Princess, I swear to God, was a television show.
I'm going to be really honest. Dornbush?
Yeah.
I love this list.
This is a great list.
This is a solid list.
Yes.
This might be the best list in Debatable history thus far.
Does the Ace, are you not entertained? Does the Ace not deliver? I'll tell you what, you put a serve my way 90 miles an hour, the Ace is going to get it right back to you. The Ace delivers. Oh my God, look at this silhouette. Look at this profile. He's gonna dance for you. All right, last 2 picks, ladies and gentlemen. Tim,
Yes.
you're up.
Oh, wow.
Give it to me.
I wasn't expecting that.
I like to throw you for a curveball. The Ace has all sorts of sports metaphors right now.
Did. I'm gonna go a weird one. Jet Jackson the movie.
Oh.
Okay. Jet Jackson the movie. Jet Jackson, one of the best Disney Channel.
Now I'm saying right now, elicited no response from our audience authority, Joey Noel, on this one. She didn't break a face, not a smile, nothing. Just kept drinking. So you're up against the hill here.
I have a great argument.
Go for it.
Jet
Give it to
Jackson the movie. Jet Jackson, one of the greatest Disney Channel TV shows of all time. Features this kid who's an actor in a pretty much Matrix TV show, and then he just wants to be a normal kid though. So he's like, I'm not going to do another season of this show unless you let us shoot it in my hometown, my small little hometown. They go back to the hometown. He has this group of friends, but he also lives this double life. It's Hannah Montana before Hannah Montana.
Oof, love Hannah
But here's
Montana.
why Jet Jackson the movie
You
was
know how
important.
to get to cut to the core of it.
The bad guy, Michael Ironside.
Oh no,
Okay.
he's the bad guy in everything.
Yeah, so it's fantastic. But on top of that, I feel like this movie used the budget allowed of the Disney Channel original movie to expand on the lore of Jet Jackson in a way that none of the other movies really did. We got the Even Stevens movie. We recently got the Kim Possible movies. Real talk, jokes. Those are jokes. Jet Jackson on the big screen, on the small screen. It was great.
Now let me ask you this question: for an opportunity, because right now I'm thinking this is going to go a little lower on the list, but for an opportunity to move it up the list, we're going to do the first ever Ace trivia question. What popular video game franchise was Michael Ironside the voice of?
Splinter Cell.
There you go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's get to move it up. Not the one I was thinking of. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. That's a good one. Can't remember the name of it. I was hoping Tim would come up with it for me. I was thinking Command and Conquer, but I don't think he was in that.
I don't know.
Doesn't matter, ladies and gentlemen. All right, give me yours.
By the way, the belt is looking great on you. I don't know if flattery works, but I'm going to.
It 100% works,
looking
ladies and
good.
gentlemen.
Yeah,
I'm also very surprised I didn't hang it upside down. I usually do that by accident. So I'm happy with that.
It's right side up.
All right.
And looks right on you.
Dornbush.
Moving on, if I could, just very briefly, Jet Jackson, great TV show. I feel like the movie represented the lost potential for the show to keep going, though. Obviously, you know, Lee Thompson-Young's career went other places, and then he unfortunately passed at a very young age. But I think there was so much left, and for me, the movie has always represented that untapped
It was the
potential.
series finale, though.
I know,
You
but there could
They
have been
went
more.
big. They went
could have
big.
been more. Anyway, my choice would be, it's a little mainstream, but I would be hurting
Mainstream's
myself if I
good because the
didn't
Ace has heard of mainstream movies. Not Joe Jet Jackson and the Candy Lane Halloweentown.
Do you like music?
I love music.
Do you
I would
like-
never put this. I'm not a coward. I would not put this on the list. This is pandering. Pandering.
Do you like music?
I mean, if you're going to say High School Musical right now, you're playing to the Ace's strengths.
saying High School Musical.
Oh
High
my
School
God,
Musical is the next
stop.
choice.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a new number 1 on the list.
No.
High School
You just
Musical.
ruined this list.
Has knocked Brink down the list. Why? Because I actually know one of the actors that's in this, if I'm not mistaken,
What?
Zac Efron.
Zac Efron and Vanessa Hudgens.
And Vanessa Hudgens.
Launched their
Ashley
careers.
Tisdale.
She's
Ashley Tisdale.
yeah, she hasn't done much with her career. But the Zac Efron, we have a segment we used to do on the morning show called Is Zac Still Jacked? And he is.
He is.
He is.
He
He
is.
is very much there.
And this was perhaps the launch of his jackedness.
Oh my God.
it's fair to
Joey,
say.
how you feeling about that right there? High School Musical going to number 1.
I love High School Musical.
Yes.
You do.
Thank you,
I know
Joey.
you do.
More than Brink. More than Johnny Tsunami.
So I'm saying
More
that
than
I-
Halloweentown.
I'm just gonna say that I'm very upset with this list that Xenon is at number 7.
Yeah, we don't know what that is. We also have to put Tim's last pick on there. We're gonna put Tim's last pick of Jet Jackson at number 8 because I couldn't remember the name of it. Right now, as the list stands, as soon as Barrett's done trying to figure out how Word docs work. Number 1, High School Musical. Number 2, Brink. Number 3, 1 and 2 are going to Dornbush. Number 3 and 4 picks are going to Tim at Johnny Tsunami, Halloweentown. And rounding it out, number 5, still in the lead, Smart House. All right, guys, we're down to the final 2 picks of round 1, and then, of course, we're going to take a second to eat some goldfish and tell you guys about our amazing sponsors. But before we get to that, Dornbush, you're up next. Go.
Ooh, I have give it to me. A lot of choices.
You better pick good here, because Tim's going to come with the heat. I know Tim. He saves the best for last.
Just, like, heat's there.
Well, I'm debating whether to go just total unexpected turn or something that we all love. I'm going to go with, for purely the cast, Mom's Got a Date with a Vampire.
Oh, wow.
I think this is perhaps a more unexpected pick for me. There are definitely ones I would put higher, but the cast of Mom's Got a Date with a Vampire is amazing. Caroline Rhea of Sabrina.
Absolutely.
Charles Shaughnessy from The Nanny, the father on The Nanny.
Of course. Who doesn't know?
As titular vampire.
Who doesn't know the vampire name?
Caroline Rhea is titular mom. You have Laura Vandervoort, who went on to star as Supergirl in Smallville.
Okay. No, don't know her.
As well as the dad from Lizzie McGuire, which includes Hilary Duff, who's also on this list.
It's amazing to me. I mean, the ace is global, obviously.
Sure.
Okay, he was going to have the moniker Mr. Worldwide, but apparently someone else took that. It's amazing to me I haven't heard of any of these movies, except for High School Musical. But I've got a new list to watch now. Now I have to go down all of this right now.
You got to do it.
What was the name of the one you said?
Mom's Got a Date with a
Now,
Vampire.
here's why I like this. Okay, you brought up Sabrina. Let me ask you this question.
Yeah.
True or false? Chilling Adventures of Sabrina, definitely a good show. 100%. True. Very good. Very good. Okay. Tim, last pick. What is it?
I'm going to say that for you, that's not even the best Halloween movie.
It's true.
It's great, but it's no Don't Look Under the Bed.
No.
It's no Under Wraps even. No. You know what I mean? But I'm going out of Halloween. Man.
You got to bring the heat right now, Tim. You're down by one.
You know what? There is something
You're down by one.
Nick. There's something I got to do.
Bring it hard.
I got to kick it up. I'm going with Gotta Kick It Up. All right? Here's the thing. I feel like underrated. You know, it's not one of the classics. It was later in the Disney Channel original movie world, but Si se puede. That's all I need to say. Si se puede. Yes, we can. It was all about cultural diversity. They're like, you know what? We need more representation. There's this group of little Latina girls. They just want to dance. They all come from different backgrounds, but we need to bring them together. Can they do it?
Si se puede.
Si se puede.
Si se puede, indeed, ladies and
Also,
gentlemen.
the debut of America Ferrera.
Oh,
Who
Ugly
go
Betty
on
herself.
to Travel with Pants and become Ugly Betty.
Oh man, love the Sisterhood of the
main
Traveling
character
Pants.
Daisy.
Love it.
Did things for me that I will never be able to understand.
Well, now you're really playing to the Ace of Strikes there. This is a tough one, guys. This is a tough one. Having said that, I've never heard of either of these movies. So they're going to round out our list at, we'll put Tim's at number 8 and Dornbush's. No, we'll put Dornbush's at number 9, Tim's at number 10. Because I like vampires. I like vampires, and he brought up Sabrina, and I actually know what that is. Doesn't matter, those last 5 don't count anyway.
That's fine.
It's going to get interesting, ladies and gentlemen, because we're getting in
Last 5
to
have a lot of yours.
our second round.
Unfortunate.
Also, it's real bad that Xenon isn't number 7, just on a personal level, but what are we going to do?
Okay. Well, you know, the ace is, his word is law, and until Joey tells me that I got it wrong later, and then we'll just go back and retroactively fix that. Before we do, of course, ladies and gentlemen, let's slow it down a little bit here. Talk amongst yourselves. Feel free to help yourselves to the Ace's Goldfish right there. We're going to talk a little bit about our sponsors, the first of which is Quip. The new year means new resolutions. We've got one you're working on twice every day. That's right. It's your teeth, ladies and gentlemen. Your oral health is the answer. And with Quip electric toothbrush, sticking to good habits is simple. Quip has sensitive sonic vibrations for an effective clean that's gentle on your sensitive gums. It's got a built-in 2-minute timer that pulses every 30 seconds to remind you when to switch sides and help you clean your whole mouth evenly. This is a great feature, by the way. Got a great multi-use cover that works as a stand, mounts to a mirror, and slides over your bristles to pack and protect your Quip on the go. Brush heads are automatically delivered on dentist-recommended schedules every 3 months for just $5. A friendly reminder when it's time for a fresh and to stay committed to your oral health. Refresh, excuse me. Gia has one of these, Tim.
She does.
She loves it. I have one of these. I've used it. They're great.
I love it. Yeah,
You love it very much?
It's great.
You take yours on the go and when IGN sends you around the world to cover stuff?
Always.
That's fantastic. Look at you right there. Another stirring endorsement for this product. That's why we love Quip and why over 1 million happy, healthy mouths do as well. Quip starts at just $25, and if you go to getquip.com/KFMS right now, you get your first refill pack for free. They're just giving that refill pack away for free. It's crazy. I'm Mark Wahlberg. I want to have clean teeth too. That's your first refill pack for free at getquip.com/KFMS. Our next sponsor, you've heard us talk about this all the time, ladies and gentlemen, is MeUndies. Valentine's Day is right around the corner. Rather than spending all that money going to a fancy restaurant, why not just hang out in your underwear all night, courtesy of MeUndies? That sounds like a dream. MeUndies uses the coveted micromodal fabric, which is 3 times softer than cotton. This fabric genuinely feels like actual heaven against your skin. Tim, is that correct? Let me see what you're wearing. What do you got here?
Stop.
Oh, yeah. Show the world.
Valentine's Day.
Look at you.
It's Valentine's Day.
Look at you. I can see them, and I can attest. They are fantastic. You can also get a style that is perfectly suited for you. Men and women can each choose from 4 different cuts, all of which are available from classic colors to adventurous prints. Speaking of prints, this V-Day season, MeUndies will be releasing a new print every Tuesday. That means you and your loved one can chill in matching prints for V-Day and play the game of how long can we keep these on. If it's my household, we're going to be wearing those for a very long time. But why stop at undies? This year, MeUndies is launching, I'm sorry if it's Nick's household. I'm not married. The ace would never tie himself down like that. This year, MeUndies is launching their V-Day prints and lounge pants and onesies as well. Both are made from the same micromodal fabric as their undies. We love these. We talked about it before. Everyone in the office is wearing them, except for the ace. Sometimes the ace doesn't like to wear anything, you know what I mean?
Goes commando.
Hey, you got to air it out a little bit. MeUndies has a great offer for the listeners, for any first-time purchasers. When you order MeUndies, you get 50% off and free shipping. This is a no-brainer. Get 50% off a pair of the most comfortable undies you will ever put on. To get your 50% off your first pair, free shipping, and 100% satisfaction guarantee, go to MeUndies.com/morningshow. That's MeUndies.com/morningshow. And now, back to your regularly scheduled programming. And we're back, ladies and gentlemen. All right, here's how the list is right now. Standing going in round 2, High School Musical at number 1, Brink at number 2. Those are both Dornbush's picks. Johnny Tsunami, Halloweentown. Those are Tim's picks at number 3 and 4, and number 5, Smart House. 6, Cadet Kelly. Xenon Girl of the 21st Century is 7. 8 is Jet Jackson the movie. Mom's Got a Date with the Vampire is 9. And at the bottom, just the tail end of the list is Gotta Kick It Up. Tim did a great job doing that, but I forgot the name of it, so I put it at 10. All right, here's how round 2 works, gentlemen. If you look to the middle of you two, you see a wheel here. Mm-hmm. You're each going to have a turn at this wheel. This wheel corresponds to one of our amazing supporters on Patreon who has backed us. They have given you a movie that you have to argue for. Now, if you haven't heard of this movie, I don't want to know about it. Okay, chances are you have because you're both dorks. But I don't want to know about it. You got to do it. Here, give me the thing back. You don't have to hold that. I'm sorry. We'll get it later. Round 3. That's what this last lap. We got a whole thing. People shipping to us.
I understand.
You got to argue this, and then you'll get a rebuttal. Okay, we're going to 60 seconds for argument, 30 seconds for rebuttal.
Gotcha.
Wow me is what I like to know. Now, you went first for the first round. Tim, it's your wheel spin.
Rebuttal of the same
his
movie
pick.
of why it's bad.
So why it's bad. Why I shouldn't pick that one. Ready? Okay, we're going to stop you right there. We're going to get a man spin on this. Let's go hard on this. Okay? Not a little baby spin. Okay, Tim has spun for the audio listeners, number 15, and we are going. That corresponds to Alec from Minnesota. Wants you to argue for Full Court Miracle.
Oh.
Full Court Miracle.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you about Full Court Miracle.
Tell me.
It is not Double Teamed. Double Teamed is a fantastic movie featuring 2 twins. They were too tall for volleyball, and they went and their coach was just like, hey, there's 2 of you. Oh my God, you're going to play basketball. They had to work together. Full Court Miracle is not Miracle in Lane 2, which was featuring Frankie Muniz, and that was a Formula One racing movie, something that was bizarre.
Boxcar racing.
Yeah. Wow, this is a really not a fun time for me.
That's a hard one. That's a hard one right there. And I'm going to be honest. I asked you just to. You could have literally said anything I would know.
Oh, I know.
But I'm getting the idea that you don't know what this movie is.
Full Court. I'm going to need a miracle right here to pull this one up. A Full Court Miracle. It stars Taj Mowry.
No,
right?
naturally.
The brother of sisters. Okay, and he wants to be a basketball player. He meets up with Bow Wow, who wants to be like Michael Jordan.
Love
obviously.
Bow Wow.
Eventually teaches him to be a basketball player and learns how to dunk. Learns how to go up and down the court because basketball is his favorite sport.
10 seconds.
That's it.
I think we're done. 30 seconds for rebuttal. You don't really need to. He did a terrible job. But
Ladies
it's okay.
and gentlemen of the jury, Mr. Ace, you look fantastic in the belt, by the way, again.
Thanks, sir. Thank you.
Tim Gettys, was not sure what the film was when we originally began this debate, and spent half of his time, if not more of his time, trying to debate around that fact,
Yes,
that
he
lack
did indeed.
of knowledge.
He did indeed.
For that pure fact alone, this should not be on the list. Also, Full Court Miracle is not the best basketball movie in the
Double
DCOM
Teamed
universe.
is.
Double Teamed is.
In
He
fact.
got one thing correct in 60 seconds.
Okay.
But it
Double
was not
Team.
about this
So you
movie.
agree that Double Teamed is the best basketball
Yes,
movie in
certainly.
the universe? Interesting.
Also, that is not Taj
Interesting
Mowry.
choice.
No, that's I made up all.
Yeah, no,
all
I-
that.
You,
Yeah,
you know,
I
you
didn't
did a
know
great
you
job
did.
though. If you hadn't hesitated at the beginning, I would have been like, he's got me. He's got me.
Have you seen this?
I've seen it, yeah.
When did
I
this
barely
come out?
remember. It was like early 2000s, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember that at all.
A
Was that
rush.
post High School Musical?
No, I think it was before.
Really?
Yeah. 2003, yeah. High School
Interesting.
Musical was 5 or 6. Young Jewish basketball player, yeah.
There it is.
Great.
All right,
Just like
ladies and
me.
gentlemen. Dornbush, your spin. Go for it.
All right. Let's see.
I'm so mad about that.
I'm going to get like Descendants 2.
Number 5. Already picked. Roll one. Do it one more
Okay,
time. We got a lot of doubles on here. Your
amount,
first
sure,
list is
yeah.
pretty amazing.
Number 5
Number 5 again.
I'm just going to do a small, it's going to be 5 again somehow. 7.
Number 7. This comes from Patreon supporter Chris Gilbert. Wants you to argue for a movie called Under Wraps.
Ooh, I could argue for Under Wraps.
Okay,
So,
let's go.
Under Wraps is the
60 seconds on the
definitive
clock.
start of the DCOMs. There are films known as Disney Channel premiere films that Disney used to air. Under Wraps is the first DCOM to ever exist. It was the foundation of all these great movies to come, and it itself is great too. Under Wraps follows a mummy, hence the wraps.
Clever.
That you would normally be scared of a mummy, but this is actually a pretty friendly mummy.
Lovely
he's a
mummy.
nice guy.
I imagine he likes to go to the Coffee Bean and Tea Leaf every once in a while
Every
on
now and
Sundays,
then,
read
yeah.
his little paper.
He can't drink it, but he likes the paper.
Well, he can drink it, but it soaks in a little bit.
It's not great, yeah. The problem is, though, if the sunlight hits him, he's in danger. He's going to turn into dust and disappear and die.
Okay.
Befriending
They're mixing up their monsters there a little bit, but it's okay. The ace will accept.
Befriending young children who at first are scared of him, but then grow to love him. It's a story about, understanding what's under the wraps, what's, behind the cover.
Don't judge a rat by its cover.
Exactly.
Look
yeah.
underneath
Don't-
it,
Don't
smell
judge
it.
a mummy by its wraps.
Maybe get close to it.
Yeah. And
Okay.
they learn to be friends.
That's 60 seconds on the dot. Tim, 30 seconds for rebuttal.
So here's the problem. You didn't get the double layer to the under wraps thing, where it's like, yes, he's a mummy under wraps, but they have to keep him under wraps. So that's the thing, because it's like Transformers, robots in disguise, but it's with a mummy, right?
a great movie.
But here's
This
the
movie
thing,
sounded
there's a lot of facts there. This was the first Disney Channel original movie. Does not mean that it was good, though. That's the problem. You brought up the primetime things. Those included Susie Q. Those included My Date with the President's Daughter. Some of the best we've ever seen. And the quality of Under Wraps was nowhere near the levels of those. Susie Q starts off with Amy Jo Johnson getting ready to go to prom. And man, that again changed my life.
Defined
my moment. We all grew up that day.
All right,
Shelley
gentlemen.
Long's the mom.
Here's the deal. I'm looking at
Shelley
this.
Long's the mom.
I do love Shelley Long. I'm looking at this top 10 list right here, and I have to ask you guys this question. How's this looking? Do you think either of these movies that we talked about deserve to be anywhere on this list?
Full Court Miracle definitely does
No.
not.
Okay.
Under Wraps, maybe a ceremonial number 9 or 10, but
Yeah, Under
not a-
Wraps, I feel like I argued earlier, better than My Mom's Got a Date with a Vampire. But like, this is a fairly solid list. There's
Yeah.
a couple that I'm like, they don't deserve to be there.
All right, we're keeping the list as it stands, ladies and gentlemen. If you want to support this show over on patreon.com/kindoffunny or patreon.com/kindoffunnygames, I think we pulled this one from patreon.com/kindoffunny. At the bronze tier, you can be a part of the show and get your suggestion on the list. Can you do better than the two that I picked from? Probably, because there's a lot of really good ones, but we already put them on the list. Shout out to, let's see, Lee Polero, who had Brink, and Trevor Starkey, who had the Even Stevens movies. We didn't get to those, though.
Real
Those would've
quick,
been real
just
good.
like, it's funner if you pick a bad movie and make.
Oh
it
yeah,
better.
no, super
Yeah,
fun,
yeah, yeah. So
super
mess
fun.
with them.
It's what's great is watching
Mess
Tim
with them.
squirm because he so hates it.
Like-
He just hates it.
Dude, that
We're gonna
was
keep.
ridiculous.
That was my fear, was we were going to get
Some
just something we
weird
didn't know.
ass.
That's what we want.
Garbage. Here, just Trevor Starkey, Even Stevens movie.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say it. It's not good.
Really?
Wow.
Even
Wow.
Stevens
Wow.
movie. The reason that I chose Judge Jackson is I thought you were gonna rebuttal with Even Stevens because they're movies that were based on a TV show that was already existing
Yeah.
and kind of served as the series finale for them. My problem with Even Stevens is it was really weird. The island setting was weird, and they were kind of
was
like, we're just going to
strange.
put money here, but it didn't feel like Even Stevens.
Yeah.
And more than that, it's not even the most iconic Even Stevens thing, which was obviously the musical.
Yes.
You know?
Why they didn't just do a full either musical movie or a Hanukkah film?
That would have been
Hanukkah
great too.
episode is one of the most important
and
Hanukkah
that's the
episodes
thing.
around.
So Even Stevens movie, mid-tier Even
I
Stevens
get it.
product.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Sorry.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was round 2. Here's how the list stands. Let's pull it up. Hasn't changed. There is a space. There's a space between 10 and got to kick it up. That's annoying me right now, but it's okay. It's okay. It's not like we should go in and fix that because it looks ugly. The next round, of course.
Nick, I actually have been trying to fix that. I don't know why it does that. Look, I can't. Now it's gone.
Oh.
Tim,
Yes.
you ever seen a movie called Star Wars: Empire Strikes Back?
I did.
There's a little character in that not a lot of people have heard of called the Yoda.
Okay.
He said at one point, "Do or do not, there is no try." Right? And then he was like on top of Luke's back for a while. But the moral of the story is this: I'm gonna go on Kevin's back and make him carry me around for the rest of the day because he doesn't know how Word docs work. All right, we're going into the third and final round. No, yeah, third. No.
Walk.
Third round. Now this used to be called the veto round. Okay, this
Yes.
round is designed for the person who was unfortunately not in the lead, the person who was lagging behind here, which is Tim right now. This is
Very
designed
much me.
to give you one trivia question to potentially swap things around. So if you get this trivia question right, you can move one of yours up the list and his down the list.
How does this work in terms of points? Are 1 to 5 equal pointage?
Yeah,
so
so
am I
it's-
just behind by 1 right now?
You are just behind by 1 right now.
Good to know.
And it's crazy how every week the person going into it seems to just be. Yes,
Johnny,
Kevin.
Johnny, can you still steal one?
That's a great question.
Like,
and you know what?
Let's say.
I'm gonna say yes.
Yeah, all right.
I'm gonna say I'm gonna give this question to Tim. If he doesn't get it right, it'll go to Dornbush, and he can steal. If he gets it correct,
No, I meant. Well, it doesn't matter.
what? Oh, was there a steal? I don't know. I didn't watch it when Jared hosted.
Yeah. Like,
He's dead to me.
Like, let's say Tim's like, wait, Brink should be number 1. He could then steal Brink and move it up.
Yeah, he can do that.
Cool.
He can
Just
take a
make
break.
sure.
He can
So then
swap that.
Brink then becomes Tim's pick?
I guess
Yes.
that's
Yes.
based on what Kevin's
Oh,
saying.
yes.
That seems correct.
That's all that I want in this world.
All right, now Tim,
Yes.
I knew that you were probably going to come in here. Pick the ace of spades for you on this one.
Thank you.
I knew you were going to come in here a little down because Dornbush, as you know, is the
professional.
godfather of IGN News, whatever the hell they call him, the Superman, the Man of
Close
Steel.
enough.
So we picked a question. Joey and I got together. We picked a question that you might know, or you might just be able to guess, because it is a numeric answer. The question comes from Chris Gilbert. Of course, he supported us over on patreon.com/kindafunny at the bronze tier. We love you very much for that. Get on it.
I'm very nervous.
And I'll say your
believe
name. The question is, how many
But I did.
Disney Channel original movies was Raven Simone
Oh,
in?
Jesus fuck.
Oh man.
It's a hard one.
Are we doing an over/under or like a Price is Right rules?
No.
No?
To be
Okay.
fair, I did have to verify this, and I listed the movies.
But the verification is different from the answer that he gave.
Yeah, because he included some other movies that
That are not
Disney Channel
DCOMs. Got it.
original.
Okay. That's
Okay.
going to take the list down a little bit. Here we are. I'm going to give you 15 seconds to
Okay,
wager a
okay.
guess. Now here's the thing. Joey just gave you a big hint to this because she said she took a bunch of movies off the list that
Yeah.
that weren't really DCOMs.
I'm gonna go 5.
I don't
That
know why you're
answer.
looking at me.
No. I'm dramatic pause.
Got it.
I know the answer is in front of me. I think. 1, 2. The answer, unfortunately, Tim, is not 5. Dornbush for the chance to steal.
I honestly was going to guess 5 originally. So
Well, you're both wrong. then.
no,
You're both wrong. Then. I don't understand. He just said 5, Dornbush. Why would you guess?
I was going to. I'm not guessing that. I was going to originally. I will. God, I wish I had some kind of hint. I'm gonna say 7.
Too high, ladies and gentlemen. The answer,
Yes.
if Joey's correct, is 4. She was in the.
Oh, here's the thing.
Can
I was
I name-
gonna say 4.
Oh, here's
because
the deal.
I know 4.
Yeah.
But I was like, there must be one I don't know about.
Well, so she's in 2 Xenons.
Now here's the deal.
Or-
Wait,
she's
in
if Tim
one
can
team.
name all
I
4,
thought
if
she
Tim
was
can
in
name
2.
all 4 of these movies, you won't get the extra point, but I will allow you to move Brink up above High School Musical for the sake
I
of
appreciate
for the
that. I
sake
appreciate
of
that.
this company's reputation in the greater Disneycom community.
So here's the thing. She was in Xenon 1. If I remember correctly, she wasn't in 2 or 3. It was she was
She was
recast.
she was not. She was
So-
not. She was in Xenon Girl of the 21st Century. That was the only one I have on my list.
Okay.
And
Yes, Joey.
She was in Z3.
I thought she was in Z3.
Fuck,
Yeah, she's
they pulled a Robin Williams
Yeah.
Aladdin
I
situation.
lied. She was in
here.
Z3. I see it here
Z1,
farther down the
3,
list.
And then
the-
Cheetah Girls and
Yes.
Cheetah Girls 2.
Yeah.
That is
Yeah.
correct.
Yeah.
That is correct. All right, Tim, you have your choice. You cannot take points.
Yeah.
Which effectively makes you a loser, but I will allow you to move anything in the top 5 around as you see fit.
To move it around.
Move it
And
around.
I'm moving High School Musical down as low as I can.
You're going to move High School
And that's
Musical
not trying
down.
to talk shit about High School Musical. I just feel like it's almost cheating. That's the one that they tried too hard on. It was no longer a Disney Channel original movie.
It was a good movie.
It technically was.
I
but
would say
like,
High School Musical 2 is where they tried too
definitely.
hard.
Yeah.
But 1, I think they were
They
just
set the
going for
stage.
another
the
level.
spirit
It
of the
did.
Disney Channel original.
But I
movie.
feel-
Zach didn't even sing it. They had to cover that up for a bit.
Well, I mean, let's not start pointing at
yeah,
people who
okay.
can't sing.
can't
Ryan
sing.
Gosling, okay, but we love La La Land nonetheless, okay. Natalie Portman, or not Natalie Portman, Emma Watson in Beauty and the Beast. We love Beauty and the Beast and Harry Potter nonetheless, okay. We're not going to.
I'm looking at this list right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't look like I'm looking at the list.
Sure.
Yeah?
No.
Is that
No.
You're the
Oh,
opposite
turn
way.
around,
You got to
turn
go the other way.
around. Yeah, there you go.
I'm
There you
looking
go.
at this list
Now you look
right
like you're looking behind the list. Go right
about that?
there.
Right
There it
about
is.
I'm looking at this list right now,
Yeah.
and I gotta say, I'm
Yeah.
pretty happy with it.
Me too.
From the top levels. As we get
Yeah.
to the lower ones, I feel like we were just kind of fucking around.
That was,
like,
yeah.
you know,
1 to 7 is
1 to 7 is like, I stand by
Yes.
that any day
Yeah.
of the week. 8 to 10, take it or leave it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I'd put in a Luck of the Irish, probably.
Luck of the Irish probably would be there. What else do I
Yeah.
got on my little listy
No
list here?
motocross.
See, motocross I put
Motocross
there.
is good.
It's Mulan with motorbikes.
Yeah.
You can't really be mad at that. Double Team, I'd make an argument
Double
for.
Team, you could, yeah.
True Confessions I had on my list only because it was one of the like actual heartstring pulling ones.
Now here's
for,
the deal,
like,
ladies
a
and gentlemen.
Serious movie.
Maybe the ace read the run of show wrong. There is a 4th round, and you get to argue for one final pick that we can get up the list.
You fucking idiot.
And I've already given you, Tim, the pick of going up higher. I guess you can steal a pick. That doesn't make any sense. I'm going to give you guys one more chance. You get one more pick to get this on the list. Let's go.
to get anything on the list. So
Just
now we need to argue
anywhere.
into top
Got
5.
it, okay.
We'll do top 5. Try to get something in the top 5.
I don't know that I can argue any of these are above 4 and beyond. So it's just
Ooh.
to get into the top 5, better than High School Musical. Oh man,
Exactly.
slim pickings here.
Yeah.
And Susie Q doesn't count.
No, it doesn't
so,
count, my friend.
That's upsetting.
Yeah,
No
no.
Susie Q.
Why doesn't
no
Susie
Wish
Q
Upon a
count?
Star. Wish Upon a Star.
They were Disney Channel premiere films that premiered before Disney
sounds like a
Channel original
technicality.
movies became.
They weren't
thing.
The
decom.
ace
Yeah.
goes by the rules, Kevin.
Okay.
Especially the rules set forth by our Lord and Savior, the commish.
You know what?
To retain all things
I'm just
possible.
gonna put it out there because
Yeah.
I feel like it deserves the shout. True Confessions. True Confessions. The story of a brother and sister. The brother has special needs, and the sister is really annoyed that she has to deal with that growing up. It's her younger brother, and she feels like he's always getting in the way and messing up her kind of social circles and stuff. And she's very embarrassed by her brother. Her brother, Shia LaBeouf. In one of his first
The boofster.
serious roles, coming off of
Is
the
this
goofiness
before
of Even
or
Stevens.
after Holes?
Around.
Around
It was
Holes.
around Holes. But
Well.
he played the special needs kid, and he really did a good job. He took it very seriously, and he believed in it. And the story of the movie revolves around her dealing with this, getting the opportunity to have a reality TV show about her because of her brother's situation, and selfishly is super into it, and then decides that she's going to care about him and love him because of that for the fame. But in that, learns that she loves him because he's family, and that she needs to be a better person, really. And she overcomes a lot of issues.
What sounds endearing?
Yeah.
Dornbush, what's yours? Final pick.
Well, I would say it's endearing, except for because it was holding itself to a different standard of film. For me, it always didn't quite reach that standard. It was a different kind of DCOM, and I appreciated what they were trying to go for, but because it never really got there, I've always held it lower
I
personally.
feel like it's the best of those because they did The Color of Friendship. They had a
It
couple.
is better
other
than The
ones.
Color of Friendship, I'll give you that, but it wouldn't be in my personal top 10. I'm going to go for, as I mentioned it earlier, Luck of the Irish. Ryan Merriman stars in the film. He is perhaps one of the seminal Disney Channel original movie stars. He also starred in The 13th Year, where he had to deal with becoming a mermaid. He's been through a lot.
Tough
And-
choice.
Yes. He's,
The ace
he's
went through something
Also
very
in
similar
Final
back in high
Destination
school.
3.
Oof.
star of screens big and small. Anyway, Ryan Merriman deals with, he's starting to learn of his real Irish roots, and that involves some leprechauns and their pots of gold. And essentially becomes a chase of him protecting gold. I'm a little fuzzy on some of the finer details, but protecting gold from Timothy O'Munson of Psych.
Oh.
And Galvin.
Shit.
You got him. You got him.
Shit.
Timothy O'Munson
The ace wants to hide because he loves Psych so much.
Doing an Irish accent, nonetheless.
Oh, no.
As a vengeful leprechaun.
Tim, I'm sorry to say it.
How do you fight that?
I'm sorry to say it. You bring Psych in, and that's the ultimate trump card. Yeah. Dornbush,
Yeah.
you get to move anything you want on this list, up or down. That is the ace. The ace is spoken. What do you want?
Wait, is that what he gets to do, or does he get to move the luck of the Irish somewhere?
You can put the luck or Irish on somewhere, but it sounds like the top 5 list is pretty good. I would just maybe steal one of Tim's picks and put your name on it if you want.
Oh, if I can steal,
Yeah.
I'll take Johnny Tsunami.
Okay, great.
I am a Johnny in certain circles, so I'll take it.
There it is right there. A lot of people think that rules matter for trivia shows. Not this guy. Not this guy. Ladies and gentlemen, here is the final list, and our winner, of course, by a mile, Jonathan Dornbush. Here we are, coming in with Brink at number 1. Now Johnny Tsunami at number 2. Halloweentown was picked by Tim at number 3. Smart House by Jonathan Dornbush at number 4. And rounding out the top 5 for the points of 4-1, High School Musical. That's it, man. Wow. You guys did great. Give yourself a hand.
Hey,
Give yourself a round of
again,
applause.
proud of the list.
Me too.
Proud of the list. Very
proud of this
job.
list.
We did it. We did it.
Yeah.
Remember, ladies and gentlemen, if you would like to be a part of this show, you can go over to patreon.com/kindafunny, back us at the bronze tier, and enter all of your amazing picks. And you get on the wheel spin, you get the trivia, all that jazz. We really, really appreciate you. The wackier, the better. The funnier, the better. The handsomer, the better. Remember, Debatable premieres every Thursday here on twitch.tv/kindafunnygames at 11 a.m.-ish. And then, of course, we put it over on youtube.com/kindafunny. Please go over there, watch this video again, subscribe to our channel, hit that little bell notification, and follow at Nick_Scarpino on Twitter. Because why not?
What?
Why not? Until next week, everyone, stay classy.